Hey there, Nerd Army. It is time once again, guys, for another Nerd Logic podcast. So yes, guys, we are back once again for Nerd Logic podcast episode number 5. This one is going to have some awesome subjects to talk about because some cool things happened this week, guys. So without further ado, let's get started with this week's podcast. So, a few things I will be talking about. I will be doing my reaction recaps and stuff at the end of each episode. But one thing I will be talking about today is the new casting that has been announced for The Flash Season 2. Which is, we dropped some pretty big characters this week, so I'm excited to talk about them, guys. And we recently had the Fear the Walking Dead pilot premiere, so I'll get to that one as well. And I still will also be talking about, I'm going to start doing a new segment on this every week if I get around to it, guys. If you guys don't know, I'm an avid YouTube watcher. I watch a lot of different channels and I follow a lot of different channels. So not only do I post a lot of content, I definitely follow a lot of channels, and I really do follow them and watch all their videos, and I live on YouTube. You can ask my wife, she doesn't like it, but I definitely live on YouTube. So, one channel, I'm going to do this every week. I'll probably do it at the end of the episode. But I'm going to talk about one channel that I either discovered this week or enjoyed a lot of the content this week and give them a big shout out. So I'm going to do this every week on my podcast. I just thought it'd be something pretty cool that I can get into doing. So let's get right into it. We'll start it off with the newest casting for Flash Season 2. Now, a couple big names popped out at me. And, okay, guys, if you guys don't know, I'm super excited for Flash Season 2. I've actually mentioned it in a couple different podcasts. So, the newest casting member that has been added to the roster for Flash Season 2 is Jessie Quick. Now, if you guys don't know, Jessie Quick is another one of the Flash family. She's another awesome speedster, and actually the first female speedster we've gotten so far. So I'm really excited for that, guys. Now, just going back, I will be doing a history of Jessie Quick because she is an awesome character and has a really, really awesome backstory to her. But I'm going to do a quick little rundown. So her parents are Johnny Quick, yes, a speedster from the Golden Age, and Liberty Bell. Now, Johnny Quick got his powers from saying a physics formula, and it actually gave him his super speed powers. Now, it's very similar to how Jessie Quick's speed powers work in the comics. So in the comics, Jessie, all she has to do is think about this formula, and she can automatically run and control the Speed Force and run in the Speed Force, which is really cool. I don't know if they're really going to address that in the show, if they're just going to introduce her as another speedster, maybe from Earth 2. So we already know we're getting Jay Garrick, which I'm really excited for. Jay Garrick is one I've been looking forward to so much, and I talked about that last week. Now, another really cool character that we did get is a minor character in the Firestorm comics. I mean, he's not really a big deal, but, I mean, it was really cool he was announced. Or Tillamook, I can't remember how it's pronounced. But he is a minor Firestorm villain. It also was announced that he will be joining the show. So I don't know in what capacity, if we're going to get a big Firestorm episode and he's going to be part of it. I mean, we'll have to wait and find out with that one. Now, an interesting fact, Zoom, who's supposed to be the big bad of Season 2, hasn't been cast yet. I mean, they announced everyone else and they said Zoom hasn't been cast yet. So I don't know what's going on there. How are we going to have a villain if the episodes are supposed to start next month? I'm a little confused, guys. So, yeah, Zoom has not been cast, so that's pretty fucked up. Now, Jessie Quick will be played by Violet Bean. If you guys don't know her, she's done a lot of horror movies. I think that's mostly what's under her belt. My wife recognized her because my wife's a huge horror buff, so she recognized her, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then she started pointing out movies that we watched together with her, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's her. But she will be playing Jessie Quick. And it doesn't mean that we're going to get that kind of feel from The Flash, but she just that's what's in her background. And, I mean, that's not a bad background. That's pretty cool. Now, with the announcement of her, and all the other speedsters that are going to be part of the Flash family that have got announced. I mean, we've got a list, dude. You got Barry Allen, obviously. Wally West has been announced and added to the cast. Jay Garrick, obviously, we already know is happening. Hot Pursuit is also been announced as a background character, but another speedster. And Jessie Quick now, guys. So that is 5 new speedsters. Now, one thing I'd really love to see happen in the show, which I'm not thinking is a likely thing that's going to happen, is how the Speed Force works in the comics. Now, a lot of the good speedsters can share the Speed Force with each other, and so they can lend other speedsters their speed and their power to help them along. And I think that'd be cool to see all the good speedsters somewhere in the middle of the season or the end of the season lend all their speed up to like Barry or maybe Jessie, depending on, or even Wally West. I mean, to go and help them defeat Zoom. And they actually did that in the comics. Everyone lent all their speed to Wally West so he can defeat Professor Zoom. So that would just be a cool thing to see. And I don't know if they're going to be able to explain that for the mainstay audience or read comics all the time. Yeah, but I think that would just be a really cool thing. Now, this season is just loaded and action-packed so far, and everyone says it's going to be 10 times better than the first one. But, guys, the first one was fucking amazing, so I don't know how they're planning on doing that, but I want to see it. Oh, my God, I cannot wait for this, guys. Let me know in the comments below, guys, if you're really excited for The Flash Season 2, and what character you most excited for. So the next thing we're going to talk about, guys, is the Fear the Walking Dead review for episode 1, guys. So I will be doing my reviews just on here on my podcast because I have been debating a long time if I should start a second channel for just my reviews, but I do a lot of content on here as it is, and I don't know if I'd have the time with work and my kids and my family to do another channel. I mean, I put a lot of work into this one as it is. I put content out every day, which is hard to do for some people, and it's hard to do for me sometimes. But I really enjoy what I do, and I really enjoy coming to hang out with you guys and talk about stuff and do reactions with you. It's just really, really cool. So, Fear the Walking Dead, guys. In this episode, it was really actually an awesome episode. We follow the Clark family, including Travis, which is the stepdad / boyfriend of the mother. So, my favorite character so far in this show is gotta be Nick. Now, Nick is the junkie son of the main character. He is definitely an outsider. It seems like from what we've heard from his story, he kind of dropped out of college and started getting all hooked on heroin and shit and getting all fucked up all the time. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. But we get to see him. My favorite scene of the whole episode is probably the very first scene and one of the last scenes. But the very first scene where we get to see Nick wake up inside the rundown old church, and there's fucking needles and shit everywhere and trash, and he's like living in there squatting and doing drugs, getting all fucked up. And then he starts looking for his girlfriend, we're guessing, and he walks all the way down, finds a guy with his throat slit, and that isn't a fucking signal to get the hell out of there. No, he keeps looking for her, finds a couple more bodies, including the one that she's eating right now. And then she slowly walks at him, and he walks away with this little tiny shirt, and he starts running. And my favorite part of the episode was when he was running. It felt like it was Walking Dead time, guys. It was going down. Now, a lot of people's complaint about this episode, there wasn't a lot of walkers. Guys, it's the first damn episode. I know there's only 6 of this little mini-series, but there will be more because it's The Walking Dead. And no matter what, you're going to come back. We all love zombies, guys. Don't hate. Come on. Now, this episode I really enjoyed. I really thought it was well-paced. Yes, and if you guys don't know, this show is taking place in the same universe as our mainstay Walking Dead show. The characters probably won't ever meet, or at least for next few seasons. because this show is actually taking place in LA, and our characters from the main Walking Dead show are in DC right now. Now, this is also this show is taking place. This first episode is basically taking place when Rick is in a coma, and the world is beginning to go to shit. The way they've described it is that eventually this show will catch up with the mainstay show. The time will run faster in this one, and they will eventually catch up to the main Walking Dead show in time frame. But still, they're on the other end of the country with no airplanes. Yeah, I don't see that happening, guys. But, guys, this was a great episode. I'm really excited for next week. I'm really excited for the show all together, and can't wait to see what Nick does next after he ran over his drug dealer buddy, damn, like 6 times, and then broke his foot off in the last one. Yeah, it was a really cool episode, guys. So let me know what you guys thought about Fear the Walking Dead. Definitely let me know what you guys thought about that episode. And if you guys liked it, or if you hated it, or why did you hate it if you did, or why did you like it? But, guys, we will be getting into the next segment. So basically, I want to do a reaction recap and really talk about what I reacted to this week and what I thought of these videos. Just a second course. If you guys didn't know, I started doing history ofs again. So before last week's podcast posted, I did do a history of and of Donna Troy. It was requested by one of my longtime subscribers. But right after that, my buddy Anthony Knight, yes, Anthony Knight, he's awesome. But he did suggest that I do the history of Superboy from the New 52. That was a really fun one, guys. Check it out. It turned out really, really good. I was really happy with the way it turned out. And I'm still planning to go back and do a bunch of my history ofs again, guys. But my some of the reactions I did this week are the character voice comparisons for Green Lantern and The Flash. Those videos were awesome, and I really, really loved those videos. Nathan Fillion and Michael Rosenbaum are the shit. But, guys, you guys go back and watch those and tell me what you guys thought and who was your favorite pick for the character voices. Those were mine. But also, we had the Mad Max Fury Road Honest trailer, which was funny as hell. I could not help but just die laughing, guys. I did do another movie trailer, which is one that got suggested to me, and it was just, I saw it pop in my feed the same day it got suggested to me. That is Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. Now, guys, this movie trailer was awesome. It was funny, stupid comedy with zombies and boobs and, sorry, guys, breasts. Let's be more politically correct, guys. No, but it was just really, really cool. It was funny. It was a great laid out trailer. It was just made the movie look like a fucking blast. And I'm definitely going to check it out, guys, because that was one, when I saw that trailer, I was like, holy shit, I got to do this movie. I got to go see this damn movie. And I got to review it. Now, guys, another cool thing that did happen this week is we did get the first episode of Vixen on CW Seed popped up. And that shit was awesome. It was really well done. I really loved the cameos from freaking Green Arrow and The Flash. That was awesome, guys. But that was just a really cool one. Now, the show, the YouTube channel I really want to talk about, guys, is The Cool Nerd Show. Now, if you guys haven't seen The Cool Nerd Show, great YouTuber. I watched a couple of his videos a while back. Now, this was a really cool video to watch because it was a quiz on Deadpool. And it was just a really, really cool video. Now, this guy, one of the things that I like about his channel is just his setting, how he sits there with his buddy, and they discuss movies, they discuss everything. Now, his channel is a really cool channel, guys. Go check him out. So, guys, check out this channel. It's Cool Nerd Show. I will leave a link in the description down below, but this guy does really, really awesome, like, reviews. He did different theory videos for Season 2 of Gotham, Arrow, the same kind of thing. He does a lot of theories, Game of Thrones. He really is all over the board, guys. But this guy does really good work, really nice videos. He uses a nice green screen effect in the back, and it's just really cool. And the one that I just finished watching was his Walking Dead pilot review for Fear the Walking Dead. Now, go check out his channel, guys. Definitely an awesome YouTuber. Tell him Nerds Mariah sent you. But definitely check him out, dude. He is worth checking out. He's got some really great content, and I actually told him that I would be willing to do a quiz on his channel if he wanted to, because I love superhero quizzes. So, yeah, I'll let you guys know if he ends up wanting me to do that for him. He said he's going to hit me up this week, so thank you guys for tuning into this episode of Nerd Logic Podcast. We got to talk about a few pretty cool subjects, and let me know what you guys thought about everything I talked about tonight. Like, what do you guys think about the casting of Jessie Quick? What do you guys think about speed power lending between the Flashes this season? Do you think it's going to happen on the show? Also, what do you guys think of the Fear of the Walking Dead? And what do you guys think about my reaction recap and my history ofs that I did this week? If you guys did see any of those videos, make sure to comment below and let me know which ones you guys like the best. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I'm Andrew. You have been watching Nerdsmerized. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you would be so kind, and make sure you smash that subscribe button to keep up with me and all the nerdy stuff that comes out of Nerd Headquarters, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will see you next time. Peace out.